We've arrived. And we arrive with an appreciation for the part of self that dragged or invited us into this time and place together. There's these words, and they'll speak to our practice today, and it says, take refuge in your senses. Open up to the small miracles that perhaps you've rushed through. And the word refuge comes from this natural world, this ecology of refugia. And refugia is where a landscape has been swept through devastation, fire, flood, earthquake. And yet, life grows. Refugia is this place of safety or peace where life endures. One breathable place amidst the noise or the chaos of life that allows this continual growth through it. And this place of growth is not untouched by the intensity of things around. Not in spite of, but because of that intensity, it finds a way to bloom, to grow through. It's like when you see the pavement and then there's some cracks in it and weeds or flowers come through. And of course, this life taking care of life is not separate from our own natural landscape and terrain. And so we explore, or we'll let this refugia, the place, that breathable place within through which we can expand and explore and maybe surprise yourself as to what growth is looking to come through. And, you know, the landscape, once it's burnt or once it's been devastated, it doesn't come back in exactly the same way. And there's a power in that teaching as well, to let this refugia, this place that is life-giving, rise up and feed the landscape, even if it's feeding it in a different or a new way. You know, they say a forest is forever because it dies and it dies, and in so doing, it continues to live. So, arriving, taking refuge in the senses, and open up. We're going to begin our practice standing. And as you stand, sink into the joints, the knees bounce, the arm bones are heavy, and the weight can shift from side to side. Breathe in fully. Lungs expand. Notice that pressure. And let that pressure clear. Open the mouth, exhale. Another breath just like that. Maybe hold at the top. Feel your fullness. Open the mouth, empty, and soften. Good. Bouncing, rolling through head and neck. Feel where you are. Just letting your hands start to soften through the sides of you, through the legs, maybe folding down, but just receive your own touch for a moment. They say that growth happens from one protected place. Let your hands find the shoulders. Through one small space that has stayed alive. Let's go ahead, soften through fingertips. One protected place inside. Push down into your right foot and let the left leg step behind. Right hand is going to wrap around and find the left rib cage. Left fingertips extend, side body opens, heart spirals wide. Breathe here. Tuck the chin, soften back of neck. Through any shaking, find a sturdiness that doesn't collapse. The protected place. Soften through joints. Inhale, stretch more. Exhale, head forward, hands back. Keep your spine as long as possible. Right hip pulls back like this curtsy pose. Flowing now, right hand finds left side body. Open to the right. Exhale, flow down and back. Adding breath, inhale, open. And breathe out the mouth like a strong gathering inward without collapsing. Creating space for that refugia inside to break through any hard edges. Find light and expand. One more. Left leg steps back, left fingertips down. Drop through the left knee. Inhale, twist open, reach wide, and then exhale, lengthen the front leg. Bring the right hand again. Wrap it around the side body. Feel that connection. Inhale, move forward, spine rotates and heart goes wide. Exhale, soften in. Stretch the edges of breath. Notice any places of bracing. What might change if that bracing could soften? Coming forward, right fingertips open. Wiggle your front foot back, almost to the midline, so we're pressing more weight into our left hand. Right fingertips extend to the back of the mat. Push down into the outer edge of the back foot and lift the hips. Feel side body open, 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 moving from the part of you that is not rushing. Feel this side body crescent, push the hips a little bit higher, breathe. Good, inhale, right fingertips stretch back. Exhale, lift the hips, arc, side body. Eyes are light, jaw is free. Inhale, back we go. Coming into relationship with the part of you that stays porous to receive life even amidst change. Okay, looking down. You're going to soften the right hand down, spiral to the left side of the mat, and lower the right knee down. So feeling that left hip now extending directly out. Ankle is in alignment with the hip. Push into that outer edge of your left hip. Fingertips down, lift the tailbone, and then just roll through the shoulders. Make some big circles with your body. Take refuge in your senses. What is asking for some movement? For some breath, maybe some cat-cows in there. Okay, watching this change or feeling this change. We're going to come into warrior 2 with the right foot forward. To do this, you can bend the back foot or bend the back knee a little. Push into the hands, and any way you can, we're going to lift through the right knee and plant the right foot down. Feel the right knee over the ankle, and then you can walk your hands at a diagonal. Just stretch through the spine. Let the head go, let the neck go. Unclench belly. Push into both feet and roll, roll, roll up. Let the arms expand, warrior 2. Good, finding that embrace, a softening into the place that's protected, where life grows. Push the front leg straight, round the spine and wrap your arms around your body. And then inhale, open that up, bend the front knee. Exhale, round in. Drag the hands along one another, along the heart. Unravel. 3 more, just like this. Just notice what you notice. Part of you that continues to adapt. That's looking to show different aspects of soul, of heart. Bend the front knee. Flip the front hand, reverse your warrior, send it back. 3 breaths, we add in a hum. Inhale. On the exhale, go. 2 more like that, heart wide. Good. 1 more. Feel that reverberation through front, through side, through back body. Fingertips windmill and spiral down. Left hand lands, right fingertips reach. Push into the left hand. Now you can stay here. You can find any variation you'd like. If it fits and you want to explore coming into side plank, lower the back heel down, come into the knife side edge of that foot, push into the left hand, and then float your right leg back. Good. Side body again arcing. Fingertips might reach forward or maybe find the base of the skull, and then open, open, open through heart. 1 big breath in. Good, look down. We're going to squeeze that right knee all the way to the top of the mat. Tuck the chin round the spine. Pigeon pose. Lower down through ankle, through knee. Hips soften and settle. Right hand is going to extend forward just a touch. Left fingertips are going to reach back behind you and then soften over to the right side. Yeah. Inhale, ripple up, reach back. Exhale, soften down. Good, 1 more like that. You can soften with left shoulder down, or you can support head and neck in any way. Breathing in fully. Open the mouth, exhale. 1 more like that. Refugia, place of safety where life endures. Mark Nepo, he says, there is a brokenness out of which comes the unbroken. There is a shatteredness out of which comes the unshatterable. There is a sorrow beyond all grief which leads to joy, and a fragility out of whose depths emerges strength. As we break open to the place inside, which is unbreakable and whole. What is that place asking of you? One more breath. Hands land. Curl the back toes under. Let's find Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Tailbone nice and high, fingertips plugged in. Soften through knees, press the tailbone back. Long spine and heavy head. Let go behind the neck. Even a little bit more, let go through the head and the skull. Good, look forward and slowly begin to baby step, walk the feet all the way up between the hands. Coming into a little sensitivity here as you press the tailbone, plug the feet in. Let's make fists with our hands and start to tap out through the sides of the legs. Waking up through the lymph, around through the knees, through the hips and the thighs, starting to roll up. Good, be quite generous with that tapping. Tap, tap, breathe. Through the arms. All right, left foot plants down. Right foot comes behind and left arm wraps through the side body. Right fingertips reach to the left side. Take a breath here and notice where you can soften within the structure. Breathe in, heart opens, hand connecting to ribs, to side body. Curtsy, exhale, head forward, hands back. Ripple up through the spine, side stretch open. Exhale, melting down, creating space through that which has endured. From the brokenness, finding that which is unbreakable. Softening into it, trusting it. Right leg lengthens back, twist, left fingertips reach and open. Lower the back knee down. Breathe in, ripple open through heart, soften belly. Shoulders peel away from the ears. Exhale, front leg long, left hand to the outer edge of the right ribs. Slide the hips back. Inhale, come forward, receive, expand. Exhale, stretching edges of your breath, moving at your own pace. 2 more. That place of peace. What is it asking of you? Opening. Wiggle the front toes back, back, back. And then we're going to lift the back knee Soften to the outer edge of the right heel, the right foot. Left fingertips reach back. You can stay and hang here, or you can push into the back foot and arc through side body. Feel pushing into fingertips, eyes are light. Good, inhale, reach back. Exhale, strong out breath. Inhale, let the ground inform your strength, push down. Looking down, soften the left hand down, turn to the right side of your mat and lower the left knee down. Pushing into the outer edge of your right foot. Ankle is in alignment with the hip. Soften the belly, reach the crown of the head up. Tuck the tailbone around the spine. Move in a way that your spine would like you to move. Explore here. Shoulders moving in all directions. Heart melting. Feeling the lungs move you. That one small place of refuge, inviting new growth, new aspects of self to be discovered, explored. Feeling the ground pushing into the hands. We're going to come into warrior two. So however you need to lift the left knee, plant the left foot, and roll. Actually, let's keep the fingertips down for a moment and stretch at a diagonal. Pull the left hip back, soften head. Let's breathe in through nose and stick out the tongue, lion's breath. One more. Push down through feet, unfurl, warrior two. Moving from the part of you that's not rushing, that's here to open and explore the ways life is asking you to grow. Hands wrap around the body, lengthen the front leg, pull and hug in. Feel your own touch unravel through heart. Come into relationship with that quality of expanse. Moving from a place of sensitivity. The sensitivity that is the very thing which has allowed for survival. Responsive, not reactive. Bend through the front knee, flip the front palms, reverse, send it back. Feel heart go wide. Taking that humming breath, breathe in. Two more like that. Yeah, send it through side, through back body. Nice strong hum. Beautiful windmill, hands all the way down. Right hand plants. Lower to the outer edge of your right foot. You can stay here in a twist, or you can come into a side plank variation. Lifting through the hips. No tension through the head or the neck. Maybe the hand catches the skull. Within effort, perhaps an ease. Breathe. Yes, look down. Soften left hand down, squeeze the left knee in towards the chin. Kapotasana, warrior two. Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Lower the hips down. Left hand plants. Right fingertips peel back. Exhale, thread the right fingertips over to the left side. Inhale, ripple open. Exhale, soften in. Move with breath. 2 more. And coming down, letting the head rest. Maybe the spine sways. How destabilizing when the familiar terrain gets swept. And how desolate it can feel, and yet that very act is what allows for new growth. A forest is forever because it dies. What part of you is living past its expiry? And perhaps can be set down. What can be set down to create room for new terrain to flourish? Push down into the hands. The body rises, curl the back toes under, downward facing dog. Hips go high. Maybe wiggle the hips, maybe let the head go. Open through the mouth as you exhale. Bend through the knees, look forward, and help the feet walk all the way up. Making fists and tapping out through the legs, through the knees. Feel that tapping from the inside out. Good. We're going to flow through both sides just one more time. So if you can, let the breath move you. And if you need any variations, of course, find the expression in a way that works with what you need today. Right foot stays down, left foot beside or behind. Wrapping right fingertips around the left side body. Inhale. Curtsy, exhale, head forward, hands back. Ripple up from the ground, something is restored. Inhale, side body stretches. Exhale, back we go. One more, receive, create space. Melt to the ground, left fingertips plug in, left leg shoots back. Soften left knee down, big twist. Inhale, heart expands in all directions. Right hand connects to the left side body, lengthen the front leg. Come home to breath, inhale, that which is feeding your inner places of peace through which life endures. Inhale, lift, open, curl the back toes, lift the knee. Slide front toes back to the midline. Feel this pushing down. Hips lift, arc side body. Cinch through the side body. Fingertips reach back behind you. Exhale, lift. Good. Notice what you notice. Where are the places that are calling for attention? Let this sensitivity grow and expand and include more that is life-giving, even amidst the shaking. Okay, watching this change coming all the way over. So you pivot, lift the back heel, walk the hands to the left side of the mat, and lower the right knee down. Left ankle extending out of the left hip. Lift through the tailbone, make some big circles through your body. Soften where you can. Patiently, they say, learn to receive the self that you have forsaken for the race of the day. Learn to receive that place of refuge. Warrior 2, push into the hands, lift the right knee, plant the right foot. Extend fingertips to a diagonal. Push down through the feet, roll up, warrior 2, unfurl. Wrap the hands around the heart, lengthen the front leg, curl in, and expand from the center, the place through which you grow. One more like this. Flip the front fingertips, send it back, warrior 2. Inhale, hum, 2 more like that. Yes, windmill hands down, left hand lands. Option to stay in a twist. Option, push into the outer edge of the back foot. Front leg is going to come all the way behind the left leg. Open through heart, hold the head, push down into the feet, breathe. The place through which you expand. One more. Look down, squeeze the top knee in towards the chest, and then whoosh, some way, pigeon pose. Fingertips land, melt through heart. Come back home into breath. Eyes soften and jaw releases. Surrender forward and down. Opening to the place that is unbreakable and whole. 2 breaths. Downward facing dog, we go. Curl under through toes, hips high. Exhale through mouth. Move and sway in any way that your bones would like, that your spine would like. And to know which way that is, it takes a listening and a curiosity.
Looking forward, letting the feet walk to meet the hands. Soft bend through knees, make fists. One last time, pat out through the legs. You can even make some sound out the mouth. They say you've traveled so far on false ground, and the soul is coming back to fill you up, to fill you back up, to create new growth. Left foot lands, right leg behind, let's flow. Right fingertips reach, left hand wraps. Holding some very precious cargo here. You are the youest of you, and we need that. Exhale, melt into that, bow forward, humble down. Inhale, the protected place where life grows. Exhale, melt into that. Yes, forward we go. Right hand lands, right leg extends back. Lower the right knee down. Twist open. Heart in all directions. Send the breath there. Left hand wraps around and finds the right ribs. Lengthen left leg back. Inhale, open. What are you in service of that supports, that refugia, that place of safety? Coming forward, lifting the back knee, wiggling, just a little micro adjustment, wiggling the right foot back. Left foot back, reaching open through side body. Soften hips down, breathe in. Lift through the hips, open, push the ground away from you. Good, one more like that. And then come all the way over, spiral to the right side of the mat. Left knee drops down. Right foot plants, lift through the hips, and then side to side. Round in a big circle, explore the spine. Soften through the back of the neck. Take a couple full out breaths. Plant down through the hands, warrior two on the left side. Left knee lifts, left foot plants. Hands at that reach through armpits. Oh, soften heart. Push down through the feet, roll, warrior two. Wrap the arms around, lengthen the front leg. What part of you feels protected, even amidst change? What part of you feels safe? Flip the front palm, reverse, back we go. 3 hums. Send it into that wide, wide, wide heart. Hum. That's it. 2 more. Feel that reverberation from the inside out. Beautiful. Both hands windmill all the way down. You can stay in a twist. You can plug down into the right hand, and then wild thing. So the left leg comes all the way over. Hips lift, heart wide, breath full, ease through belly. eyes light. And then from that intensity, look down. Squeeze the left knee towards the chest, towards the chin. Kapotasana, pigeon pose, lowered knee down. Inhale. Open the mouth, exhale, melt. 2 more like that, full breath. Open the mouth. 1 more. What part of you feels safe? Melt down. Palms open. And offering, trusting that the landscapes aren't renewed all at once, but a slow growth of what is true begins to take shape. Good. Push down into both hands, downward facing dog. Curl the back toes under, lift through hips. Shake out the head, maybe flutter out the lips. Lower down through the knees, hero's pose. Sitting the hips onto the heels, 1 hand on belly, 1 hand on heart. Lift through the chin. Breathe in a way that both hands receive your breath. The many shapes that life has made and will make. And yet, woven within this place of you where life endures. Palms together to that place we bow with great reverence, great awe, and so much appreciation. Namaste. Thank you for being here, for sharing, for breathing, for offering, and may this practice expand beyond the place through which you are. And please find the journal prompts within the description if you wish to continue to explore self-inquiry and expand from the youest part of you. Namaste. Bless.